Welcome to Incredible, the channel where we discover the weird and wonderful in this big world. Have you ever had a dream that you were trapped and buried alive? You're definitely not alone, and it's a fear that seems ingrained in the collective unconsciousness, and it's something that used to be a regular occurrence in early centuries, leading to introducing devices that would help prevent this from happening. However, this terrifying occurrence might have been caught on camera. This footage was captured in Manado, North Sulawesi, Indonesia. As family gathers around a gravesite to put their loved one to rest, the coffin, which has a clear glass panel, shows somebody waving in it. Is the person alive? Well, probably not, as researchers have shown that a body can move on its own even after passing. Limbs and body parts are able to move due to decomposition as the body mummifies and ligaments dry out. This fear once led to some incredible devices designed to keep the living out of the ground, and legend has it that the phrase "saved by the bell" refers to a practice designed to save someone from being buried alive. Back in a day when most medical doctors were more like the Simpsons character Dr. Nick Riviera,
Hi everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
a doctor's pronouncement of death was no guarantee that they were ready for a new career pushing up daisies. Medical skills were a long way from what people take for granted now, and stories abounded of doctors pronouncing someone dead only for the person to pop back into action. What would happen though if someone was pronounced dead and buried only to wake up and find themselves 6 feet under? The idea came under medical scrutiny with an article from an 1895 medical journal explaining anyone buried alive would quickly die as they became narcotized by a rapid and painless process and became unconscious from that cause within 5 minutes and die within 15 to 20 minutes. A number of methods and devices were devised to prevent this, ranging from people waiting a certain number of days before burying someone, and just think this was before Febreze, or in other cases, coming up with devices to prevent being buried alive. One well-known device was a string placed in the coffin that triggered a bell if someone woke up and found themselves on the wrong side of the grass. These devices became known as safety coffins. While there's no evidence this device ever saved anyone who was buried alive, it became popular and led to people associating "saved by the bell" with the idea of ringing your way to safety from a coffin. However, as we're about to see, that's not the case. The phrase actually derives from the sport of boxing, where a boxer has until the count of 10 to get back to his feet if he's knocked down. Boxing matches consist of timed rounds, so if the bell signals the end of a round, a boxer who has been knocked down is saved by the bell. The term "saved by the bell" was first documented in the Massachusetts newspaper The Fitchburg Daily Sentinel, February 1893. Martin Flaherty defeated Bobby Burns in 32 rounds by a complete knockout. Half a dozen times Flaherty was saved by the bell in the earlier rounds. While the origin of being saved by the bell coming from the graveyard may seem cool, it's another example of how the origin of a phrase doesn't always match up to reality. So the next time one of your friends tells everyone "saved by the bell" came from safety coffins, feel free to take the wind out of their sails by setting them straight. Like our video? Be sure to leave your comments down below and subscribe for more weird and wonderful content.